the law of the Yukon, and ever she makes it plain. Send not your foolish and feeble, send me your strong and your sane. Strong for the red rage of battle, sane for I harry them sore. Send me men girt for the combat, men who are grit to the core. Swift as the panther in triumph, fierce as the bear in defeat. Tired of a bulldog parent, healed in the furnace heat. Send me the best of your breeding, send me your chosen one. Them will I take to my bosom, them will I call my son. Them will I gild with my treasure, them will I glut with my meat. But the others, the misfits, the failures, I trample under my feet. This is the law of the Yukon, that only the strong shall thrive, that surely the weak shall perish, and only the fit survive. Dissolute, damned and despairful, crippled and palsied and slain, this the will of the Yukon. Lo, how she makes it plain. The passing years brought the cry for speedier transportation to the gold fields, and at last, in the answer to that cry, came the Queen of the Yukon. Hiya, Queen!
There she goes, down to get another bunch of prospectors.
How'd they ever get that boat up here?
The woman, son, she brought it up in pieces. Towed it, hauled it, carried it, and fought her way through. Nothing but her determination.
Must be quite a woman.
You're darn tootin'. There's only one Sadie Martin, and the Yukon's mighty proud to claim her.
Hi, Sadie.
How you doing, Joe? Hello, kid.
Hi, Sadie. Hi, Sadie. Hi, Sadie.
Hello, Sadie. How are you?
Hello, Sadie.
Hello.
We're having a great time.
Hi, Bill. Hey, Mac.
Oh, hello, Sadie.
How you doing?
Oh, I started to have a little fun and luck changed.
How much it cost you?
About 1,500.
But you said you're going to take that money home to the wife and kids.
I am.
Yeah, well, you better cut it out before you're hooked too much. Hey, Bill. No more gambling for Mac.
Hello, Ace. Hello, Shelley. Not playing today? Not yet. I'm looking for Sadie. I owe her some money. Did you give it to her?
Oh, never mind, thank you. I have to watch Ace. He hoards every dime he gets his hands on.
If I didn't watch you, we wouldn't have a dime to hoard.
Straight on the water, it all comes back.
That stake started me on the road to a fortune. You know, I struck it rich.
Good. Have to try your luck here. Game looks easy.
Think you will. Give me a marker for 200.
How things doing, Ace?
All right.
Looks like the boys brought down a lot of dust with them this time.
Yep. By the time we reach White River, most of them will be ready to go back and dig for more.
How's Joe doing at the faro table?
He's doing all right. Having a little run of hard luck right now.
Want me to take over?
You're too lucky. You take it away too fast. If it gets too tough, I'll send for you.
Thorne's waiting in your office, Sadie.
I'll be right up. How's she going, Captain?
Humming like a jaybird. Ought to dock in 3 hours.
Don't rush her. This is good down below.
Hello, Sadie.
Hello, Thorne. Now, there's no use going back and forth over the old ground. The answer is still no. I will not sell the Queen.
Well, Sadie, I just thought maybe you didn't understand the situation.
I understand it all right. But this is my country, Thorne. And nobody, not even you, is coming in here except on my terms.
Well, let's put it this way. You mean if anybody's going to rob these people, it'll be you.
Put it any way you like. The answer's still no.
All right. You know that the Yukon Mining Company is going to develop the Moosehead diggings in any event. I just wanted you and the company to be friends.
Listen, John Thorne. I got a report on everything you've done so far. I know that your company could pack a boat in here just like I did this one. You don't want my boat to haul in your equipment. You want to put the squeeze on the Moosehead country. With the Queen in your hands, the little fellas wouldn't have any way of getting in and out except overland. That means they might as well give up their claims.
Naturally, the boat will be held up on company business most of the time.
Sure, you want to control not only the people that are in here, but keep the others out.
As I said before, we understand each other. You can't fight the company.
I don't want to fight the company. Neither do I want to sell out the little fella I've been living on all these years.
Well, we're moving in. Without the boat, it may take a little longer, say 6 months. At the end of that time, when you want to sell out, the company's offer may not be so generous.
I'll take that chance.
Hello, Mr. Thorne.
Hello.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all, Ace. Mr. Thorne was just leaving.
I wasn't, but I will. Think it over, Sadie. A couple of new angles might occur to you. I'm sure the company will listen to anything reasonable.
Goodbye, Thorne. I wouldn't know one of your kind of angles would walk up and bit me.
That's what I mean. Be sure one of them don't.
She said goodbye. You heard her. Sadie, why don't you sell out, Joe?
Sell the Queen?
Sure. He's offering you more than you can make in the next couple of years. Why don't you cash in and get out of this?
I don't know. Maybe it's because if I do, I'd sell out every little claim in the district.
Maybe it's because you're Sadie Martin, Queen of the Yukon. These people look up to you and depend on you. You have a responsibility to them.
What are you talking about?
Noblesse oblige.
Huh?
Noblesse oblige. That's the responsibility of nobility. The kind of thing a king has to do because he's a king.
Oh, or a queen, huh? Noblesse oblige. French, huh?
Yeah. Most of the people who practiced it had their heads cut off during the Revolution.
They're pretty stupid.
Oh, so you're an old hand at revolutions, huh?
Well, I'm an old hand at taking care of Sadie Martin. Noblesse oblige. You know, Ace, every once in a while you surprise even me.
Pay no attention to it. See, I knew a fellow once went to Harvard.
Besides, what would I do if I sold the Queen?
Well, I've had a pretty good idea for a long while.
Yeah, you're going to give me that little white cottage with the red roses stuff again now.
That's right. Way out in the country. Great big living room with fireplace. Winter nights. Us sitting around, relaxed.
Yeah. Wondering where we could dig up a poker game. No, thanks. I tried that once. I woke up to find my lord and master had walked out on me and left me with a handful of clouds and a kid to support.
Maybe you just got a bad deal. You know, Sadie, there must be something to this home and fireside stuff. You see these men coming on the boat and all they can talk about is home. They babble about it. Why, some of them even get you in a corner and insist on showing you pictures of the wife and kids. Well, they can't all be suckers, can they?
Maybe not. Especially about the kids.
How old is she now?
18 in May.
Must be about time to get out of that school.
She graduates next week.
And you're not there. What kind of a mother are you?
Well, I'm the kind of a mother who's going to make a lady out of her daughter. Going to start her off so she won't make the mistakes I did. And I'm the kind of a mother who doesn't want to talk about it anymore. Go on downstairs now and grind out a few more dollars before we tie up at White River. Go on, get.
You know something?
What?
You're not so tough.
Sure.
Goodbye, Ace. We had a swell time. See you soon.
So long, Ace. So long, boys. Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Bye, boys.
We're on our way to the Yukon, to mighty men are we. We're on our way to the Yukon, to catch prosperity. Why do we care for the mountains that snow? Why do we care for the winds that blow?
Well, I think we've got to grow up and stick with us again.
Yeah. Another touch.
Joy
Hello!
And where did you two come from this time?
From Seattle. We left the boat soon as the dock because we wanted to get the diggings as quick as we could. We mean business this time.
Yes, sir. We got an outfit and a little money, and we're really going mining.
You bet you're going mining. Sadie's grubs takes you for 5 years. You get drunk and she has to feed you all winter.
Yeah, and you haven't made it to the diggings yet.
Yeah, I know. We always fell into evil ways. But this time it's going to be different.
We took the pledge.
You mean that? No liquor?
Not a drop.
Congratulations, boys. I knew you had it in you.
Wait a minute, Sadie. I did you a favor and picked up the mail here.
Good.
Thought save you going down there, because I...
So, you took the pledge.
Well, that's just for emergency or something.
Snake bite.
The only snake bite you find up in this country is right here in this bottle.
You two better stay out here and avoid temptation.
Hey, did I really sign the pledge?
Of course we did. We didn't go into any church or anything. Remember when he had the hangover in Seattle, we said never again, didn't we?
Hey, what do you keep saying we for?
Well, you said it too.
Here you are, Alice. My bill, that's for you. That's for me. That's for you, Captain.
Let me have a little more.
And here are the papers, that's all. Was there any mail for me? Oh, sorry, Maisie. No luck.
But I haven't heard from Joe in 2 years.
Never mind, Jewel's here one of these days. You're going to have to do something about Maisie. She never gets any mail.
What do you want me to do about it?
Write to her sometime.
Not me.
Oh, Ace.
What's the matter?
Ace. The kid. She's coming up here.
Good.
Good? What do you mean, good?
Well, how long since you've seen her?
It's 11 years, Ace. I never wanted her to know what kind of business I'm in. I hammered this thing out the best way I could figure it. I wanted her to be a lady. In order for her to be one, I had to give up being one.
Oh, no, Sadie. You never quit being a lady.
Ace, what am I going to do?
Well, let's see now. The Skagway, the 15th. Overland. By boat to White River Landing. Hey, she must come in the same boat with Grub and Steak.
Grub and Steak.
Sure.
Grub, Steak. Oh, Grub, Steak. You came in on the North Star, didn't you?
Yes.
Were there many passengers?
Crowded.
How far behind you are the others?
Well, ought to be coming along pretty soon now.
Did you notice a young girl about 18?
18.
Come on, Grub. You're not so old that you can't remember a young girl.
You remember, the pretty one.
Oh, yes.
Well, that settles it, Ace. You take charge of the boat. Take care of things just like it was your own. Paint out that Sadie Martin sign and get a cabin ready for her. I'm traveling as a passenger. Remember that. Tell everybody.
Right.
I'll go get ready.
Say, Sadie, wait a minute. What's this all about?
My daughter.
Daughter? Daughter? Well, we got to get a drink now. I got it.
Well, where is it?
Oh, shut up.
Gee, I wonder how much farther it is.
Oh, I'm sure it's just over that ridge.
That's what you said the last one.
There's the boat.
Come on, let's hurry.
There she is.
Well, here we are.
It took us a long time to get here, but isn't it wonderful?
Yes. You wait right here, and I'll go find out when the boat leaves.
Oh, she is pretty, isn't she?
Sure. Why shouldn't she be?
Ace, you go on back to the boat. I'll meet her.
Good luck.
Hello, Helen.
Mother, you've got my letter.
Sure, that's why I'm here.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Oh, darling. Here, let me look at you. Well, you're all grown up. You're a young lady. Oh, but what are you doing in the Yukon? Why didn't you stay in school?
Well, I saved most of that money you sent me. Then when I got your letter that you couldn't come for graduation, I decided to come to you. You know, like Mohammed in the mountains. You're not angry, are you, Mother?
No, of course I'm not angry, but I did think you'd graduate with your class.
It didn't mean anything if you weren't there to see me. Oh, can't we be together from now on?
Oh, but this is awful rough country for a young girl.
Just as rough for you. And if we're together, oh, please let me stay with you.
I'll try to work out something, honey. In the meantime, we'll...
They said we'd have plenty of time. Oh, I'm sorry.
Bob, this is my mother. Mother, this is Bob Adams.
Well, I'm glad to know you, Mrs. Martin. Helen's told me so much about you. But I thought you lived in Moosehead.
Yeah, I do.
She came down with the boat to meet me.
Oh, then we can all go back together?
I guess so. The only boat there is.
This is great up here.
Remember what I told you, boys. When Sadie comes aboard, nobody's to know her or speak to her.
Bob's a surveyor. He's going to work in Moosehead.
Yes, for a man named Thorne.
Thorne?
Well, yes. Do you know him, Mrs. Martin?
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Martin.
How do you do, Ace?
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. This is my daughter, Helen. Ace Rincon.
How do you do, Mr.
How do you do?
And this is Mr. Adams.
How do you do, sir?
Mr. Adams, just leave your bags right here. We'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Here, you, boy, take care of this luggage. If you ladies will come this way, I think we can make you comfortable.
Hi.
Mr. Adams, you can have the next cab.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you later, Helen.
All right, Bob.
This way, ladies. You like it?
It's a lovely cabin.
Put them down, boy. Well, I didn't say to drop them.
Yes, sir.
You help.
Well, I'm sure we'll be very comfortable here. Thank you, Ace.
I'll have the steward bring you some tea.
Come on, honey. Let's go and take your things off in here.
Think we got away with it?
You were great, boys. I'm proud of you. Nitwits.
He made you.
You get any place about buying the boat, eh?
No. But there's nothing keeping me from trying to win it. Hello, Ace.
Hello, Mr. Thorne.
I think I'll give you a little complimentary play.
Fits right in. The more the better. All right, Joe.
You dealing?
Why not?
Well, let's go. The Margraf's house. A 100 to 6 wins.
Check it in, boys. 5 loses, 6 wins.
Mother, it's glorious up here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't we go down below? I'd like to see the rest of the boat.
Oh, it's just a little old riverboat, honey. You wouldn't be interested. Besides, the men get to playing kind of rough sometimes, hear 'em?
Mm-hmm.
Helen, tell me, who is this young Adams? Seems kind of nice. What do you know about him?
Practically everything. His family live in Boston. He graduated from a big engineering school there.
You kind of like him, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Where'd you meet him?
Well, I just met him on a trip up here.
I see.
Who is that Mr. Rincon?
Ace? Oh, just an old friend of mine.
Interesting, isn't he?
Now, look here, young lady. You keep your mind on nice young fellas like this surveyor. Never mind the Ace Rincon. Besides, it's time for you to go to bed. You must be dead, you know. You had a long trip.
Anybody else? 8 loses. Ace wins.
There you are, Maisie. Hello, Maisie.
Hello, Grub. Hello.
Hey, Maisie, would you sing that song of Jeannie with the light brown hair for us?
Oh, don't ask me to sing that, Grub. That always reminds me of Joe, and I ain't seen him in 2 years.
Yeah, you ain't seen us all with us.
Oh, go on. Sing it for her, won't you, please?
All right.
You with the light brown hair, born like a zephyr on the summer air. I see her tripping where the bright
Jack loses.
day.
Ace wins.
Happy are the daisies that dance on her way. Many are the bright tunes her merry voice would pour. Many are the blithe birds
my night,
that
Say hi now, Thorne.
them all.
You're lucky, Thank you,
I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a zephyr on the soft summer air.
Maisie, thank you.
You numbskull.
Boy, come on. Down on the field. Come on, get on that field. Come on.
Here you are, honey. Now let me tuck you in. Tucking you in just like I used to, remember?
Of course. It took me the longest while to learn to sleep without it. I haven't even thought of it for years.
Well, maybe we can dig up a lot of things we've both forgotten. Good night, honey.
Good night, Mother.
Good night, honey. What's the matter?
Thorne's high rolling the Pharaoh game. Got us hooked for plenty. If we don't do something about it, he's going to win the boat.
What are you talking about?
Well, he couldn't buy it. Evidently, he's out to win it.
Who's dealing?
I was.
We can't let him get away with it.
What do you want to do?
You go down and keep your eye on the game.
Right.
Looks like Thorne's gonna win the boot.
Yeah.
Through the lips and past the gums, look out, stomach will come.
No drinks for you boys this trip. Sadie's orders.
Look. What about the kid? I thought she didn't want to be seen.
Sadie's got a war paint on. Looks like she's going to stop Thorne.
Hello, Sadie. How's it doing? War wind.
All right, Joe. Take a walk.
Well, the Queen be herself.
Thorne, you seem to be doing all right.
Oh, a little pleasure, fun, and amusement.
How far do you want to go?
Well, make it easy on yourself.
Well, then that's all.
Then 1,000, the Queen loses. Put that on the Queen.
10 loses, Jack wins. 6 loses, Queen wins.
Hey, boy, Sadie, you dealing? Sadie dealing, though.
Yeah?
All right, come on, Thorne. Place your bet.
7 to win.
8 loses, 4 wins. 6 loses, 9 wins. 7 loses. That's one for the poor old dealer.
Mother.
Hello.
Hello. Have you seen Mother?
No. I went to my cabin and fell sound asleep. I just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Well, I'm all right, but I can't sleep. What's all that noise?
I don't know, but they certainly seem to be whooping it up. Let's sneak down and see what's going on.
All right. I'll just be a minute.
All right, Thorne, place your bet.
2,000, the Queen loses.
Here's the soda. Ten loses, Jack wins. 8 loses, Queen wins. Place your bet, Thorne.
8 to win.
Six loses, 10 wins. 5 loses, 6 wins. 8 loses. Place your bet, Thorne.
You're either the luckiest dealer in the Yukon or what, son? Or I'm the unluckiest player.
Place your bet. 7 loses, 6 wins. 7 loses, Trey wins. Deuce loses, 4 wins. Jack loses, 9 wins.
New talent, eh? Hey, what about you and me having a little drink, baby?
Excuse me. Hello, kids.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Rankin.
Exciting down here, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes.
What's that crowd over there?
That's just a faro game.
Now that I'm here, I'd like to see it.
Oh, you can see that anytime. Bob, why don't you take her out and look at the river? It's beautiful at night.
All right, sir.
Sadie, sure taking him, boys.
Sadie.
7 loses, 4 wins. 7 loses, 9 wins.
Come on. Get this stuff off the table. Let him there place a bet.
Take your bet.
All this the queen loses.
The bet. Jack loses. 5 wins. 10 loses. 4 wins. 9 loses. 3 wins. 7 loses and the queen wins.
Can't tell me she's dealing on the level. Always knew this game was crooked.
Give me some money.
No bet.
What do you mean?
We're even. I got back all you were ahead. The game's closed to you, Thorne. Take over, Joe.
Mother, I had no idea.
I don't understand all this.
There'll be a lot of things you don't understand about the Yukon. Come outside, I'll give you a few pointers.
Well, now that you've seen your mother in action, I suppose you understand a lot of things.
Of course. And I thought you were wonderful. I want you to teach me the deal. I want you to show me everything. I want to be just like you. Oh, Mother, we'll make a great pair.
Now, look, honey. I guess we're a little mixed up. Let's sit down here and get straightened out. Helen, I don't know how much you remember of your childhood, but...
I remember the snow, cold nights, your fur coat.
Yeah, that was Denver. You were just 3 years old. We'd had a good winter. That fur coat helped us eat that season. And before Denver, there was Creedy, Tonopah, and Goldfield, and Cripple Creek, and Lead. You see, honey, your father was a gambler.
Like Ace?
Yes, like Ace. And like all the other shiftless, irresponsible, lying, cheating, no-good grafters who go to make up the so-called gambling fraternity. Only more so.
But, Mother, you must have loved him.
Yeah. I must have thought I did anyhow. Just about your age when he came along. Oh, honey, don't ever marry a man to save his soul. It's about 8 to 5 you lose your own in the attempt.
But you must have had lots of fun. Wasn't it exciting and thrilling?
No, it wasn't. The first few moments of happiness you'll soon forget in your effort to save your own self-respect. That's why I kept you back east all these years, away from all this, where you'd meet people who lead a normal life, people who have families, homes, traditions, where you'd meet and have a chance to fall in love with a nice, clean young boy, someone who'd want to devote his whole life to making you happy. Some young fellow like this surveyor, for instance.
But, Mother, that's just it. I'm tired of young surveyors, young doctors, young lawyers, football players. Oh, they're all the same. They talk the same way. Their clothes are all alike. Why, I'm 2 jumps ahead of the whole crowd of them. This is what I want, what I've dreamed about. This is home. This is where you are. All those other places are somebody else's home. I want to meet your kind of people. I want to live the kind of life you've been living. Oh, Mother, don't you see?
You want to be part of my life? The gambling, the liquor, the cheap tawdriness. You saw the girls, you heard the men. Do you realize what you're saying?
Of course.
Oh, Helen.
I'm not a child. After all, it's those things that put me through school and gave me everything I have.
Including your mother?
Yes, including my mother, and I'm proud of her and what she's done for me. Did you want me to be ashamed?
No, but I hoped you'd be shocked and disgusted. I could have stood there. I wanted you to show the result of those years of schooling. I expected the normal reaction of any young lady.
But, Mother, I'm not any young lady. I'm your daughter.
You go to bed.
Why, Mother?
Please, Helen, go to bed. What are you doing out here?
Thought you might need me.
Oh, Ace. Why did she have to come up here when I had such wonderful plans for her? And what do you think? She loves it. She wants to learn to deal faro. She wants to be like me.
Well, what'd you expect, Sadie? She's got your blood in her.
Yeah, that's what you just told me. Well, I'm not going to have it, Ace. I'm going to sell the queen.
What?
You heard me.
Why, a few minutes ago, I saw you turn a crooked card for the First time in 5 years, so you could keep the queen. Now you want to sell it.
I've got to. I don't want to argue about it. Go on down and make a deal with Thorne before we get to Moosehead, will you, please? Go on.
All right. That's the way you feel about it.
What's up?
Sign it.
What is it?
An agreement of sale.
For what?
The queen.
I don't get it. What's this for $75,000?
That's what you offered, isn't it?
Yes.
No, don't make it any tougher for me than you have to. There's the deal. Take it or leave it.
Well, you're not talking to some drunken sourdough.
No, that's right. Thorne, I've seen you move into the diggings along the Yukon and grab what some poor devil worked and sweated to find.
You've got an awful nerve calling me a crook. What about you? You bring him into a place like this and take it away.
Go on.
You know as well as I do that the Queen dealt a crooked barrel box tonight.
You didn't mean that, did you, Thorne? Yeah, of course you didn't. I'll sign that. Let me get out of here.
Got a little announcement to make. Give us a couple of shoots on a whistle.
Attention here, everybody!
This steamer is now the property of the Yukon Mining Company, and as such, will make no trips except on company business. That means it's not available for general passengers or freight.
What's the idea?
Just a minute, Mr. Thorne. Does that mean we can't use the Queen?
That's exactly what it means.
Then what are we going to do?
You'll have to figure that out.
Hey, Sadie, we never figured to sell the boat. What are we going to do for transportation?
What did you do before I brought the Queen in?
Canoes. Each man paddling his own supplies. Days to make the trip and 4 or 5 trips to bring in enough.
This country never really opened up till you brought the Queen up here.
You know we'll lick without the Queen. You know you sold us out to Thorne.
What have we got here? A bunch of men or a lot of yellow pups? This the best you can do? Come crying to a woman? A woman that staked you and babied you for years. All right, she sold the Queen. That's her business. Suppose she hadn't sold it. Supposing it had been wrecked or burned down. What would you do then?
We'll have to figure something out.
All right, get busy and figure out something now. Don't stand around here sniveling. You've got your health and you've got your claims. Go on, get to work. I'll walk up the cabin with you. You choose the
But, Mother, is that right? Will those men suffer because you sold the Queen?
Maybe.
Then why did you sell her?
I'll get your mother settled in the cabin. Bob, you'll want to check up with Thorne. His office is right over there. Take Helen with you.
Thank you, sir.
But, Mother,
Yes, honey, you run along. Ace and I have got business to talk over.
Well, you'll be going out tomorrow.
What?
I say you'll be going downriver. Take Helen out.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I forgot that for a minute. Ace, you know I got to do it. I can't keep that kid up here. You know that, don't you?
Sure. Don't worry about it.
I've been up in the country so long, it's going to seem awful strange in the city.
You'll be all right. Maybe you'll find that little white house.
With the roses on the porch, huh?
you know something? I'm worried about the way those men talk to Mother. I can't understand why she sold the Queen. I don't know what would have happened if Ace Rincon hadn't stepped in.
Yeah, he's quite a man, isn't he?
Yes. He's the kind of man you expect to see in country like this. Big and virile. Did you see the way he handled that man in the casino last night? And what he did to the one who said Mother was cheating?
Yeah, I saw him.
You've been through an awful lot together, Ace.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
Oh, I'll take grub and steak and go on up to Diggins. If you strike anything, you're in for half, you know.
Thanks.
Well, I guess I better round up the boys. Drop us a line, will you?
Sure.
Go on.
Oh, this must be Thorne's office here.
Well, we got the queen all right, but it was a lucky break. If the kid hadn't seen her mother dealing, Sadie'd never sold it.
You're right.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah. Well, you want to come in with me while I see Thorne? I'll only be a minute.
No, I think I'd better go home. See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I'd like to see Mr. Thorne, please.
I'm Thorne.
I'm Bob Adams, your surveyor.
Well, I'm glad to know you. Ready to go to work?
You bet.
You'll enjoy it up here. Just do your work, mind your own business, and we'll get along fine. Get your equipment together, come back, and I'll give you the layout.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work out being partner with the gambler. Going to get pretty lonesome sitting around playing cards all the time.
Yes, and it's going to be pretty tough without any whiskey, too.
Lucky for you two, I am a gambler. We wouldn't have any claim at all.
Well, if there's gold there, we'll fight it. We've been hankering to go mining for a long time.
Mr. Rincon, I want to speak to you for a moment.
Sure, Alan. What's the matter?
I just found out why Mother sold her boat.
Oh?
I heard Thorne's men talking. She sold out because I saw her dealing and liked it. Mother and I had a long talk last night, but I didn't think it would cause this much trouble.
Your mother knows what she's doing. She hadn't seen you for a long time. You walked in and surprised her. Now she wants to be with you, don't you see?
You're in love with her, aren't you?
What? Well, we have a sort of a business arrangement. I have followed her around for the last 10 years, if that's what you mean.
Are you going to follow her back to the States?
No, I have a claim up here. Going to hunt for gold.
You'll find it, too. You're the kind of a man that could get anything he wanted. You're a girl's ideal. I always visualize somebody like you. Strong and fearless. Why, you just looked at that man in the casino last night and he was afraid.
He was the kind of a man to be afraid if almost anybody looked at him.
He wasn't afraid when Bob looked at him.
Well, Bob's a stranger to the north.
That isn't it. Bob's not your kind of man. I'm only 18, but I'm old enough to know that.
I'll bet Bob's all right. You just give him a chance. He'll come through.
I'm not so sure. My idea of a man has changed in the last 24 hours.
You better run home to your mother. Well, there we go, boys.
How far is it?
About 12 miles.
Oh, I didn't know you were here.
I'm sorry I was. Helen, I don't like the way you're throwing yourself at this man.
You don't like it. What business is it of yours?
Well, I thought that...
You had no right to think. I'll do what I want to do. At least he's a man.
Where have you been?
With Ace Rincon.
I thought Ace left for the claim.
He did. But not before I found out why you sold the boat.
Ace talks too much.
Oh, he didn't tell me. I heard Thorne's men talking.
Oh.
Mother, do we have to go back? I love this country. Can't we stay here?
No, honey, I've been away from civilization too long. I'm going to spend the rest of my life taking care of my little girl.
Of course, Mother, but you can
Now,
do
honey, you run along in the other room and get your things ready.
All right. Mother?
Hmm?
How old is Ace Rincon?
Oh, I don't know, 39, 40. Hey, wait a minute. Why?
Oh, I was just wondering.
45 if he's a day.
Hey, you.
Howdy, man.
You Pop Leonard?
Sure am.
We're from the Yukon Mining Company. You're on our land.
You're mistaken, mister. This is mine. Duly staked out under the laws of Alaska.
You gotta have a certificate signed by the land office.
Where's your authority?
Right here. Now get!
Why, you no good thieving.
All right, fellows. All right, that's good.
How much more, Ace?
About half a mile.
Couldn't you win a claim closer to town?
Well, I had my eye on one, but the fellow was too good a poker player.
Well, I don't like it.
Don't like what?
The quiet. Seems to me there ought to be men working all along here. That's right. We ain't seen no one.
You're a pair of very good warriors.
Looks like a cyclone stuck it.
Yeah.
Help!
What will it? Who did this, Pop?
Never saw 'em before. They got me in the back.
We're heading back to town.
Thorne's men are moving in on all the claims along Independence Creek.
Everyone tells the same story, Sadie. They come in with maps, claim the land, then start slugging.
Yeah, that's what we get for standing around. I say, let's go get them.
Wait a minute. I'm going to talk to Thorne. While I'm gone, you fellas round up our men. I'll come back and tell you what happened.
All right, we'll get
That's much
Come
better.
on, boys.
Say, Thorne, what does all this claim jumping mean?
Well, hello, Sadie. Won't you sit down?
Never mind that. I want to know what this claim jumping means.
Well, I warned you that we were moving in.
I know. But usually that means you're going to force the little fellow to sell out for 1/10 the value. But you're not buying these people out. You're driving them out.
Well, we didn't think it was necessary to buy, except in a few cases.
Oh.
However, this country was never mapped with any degree of accuracy. Here's our engineer's report of the district. The surveyors are now checking on claims as filed. We find enough variations in most of them to make our positions hold up in court.
At least hold up long enough for you to shove these people out.
Well, if that's the way you want to put it. However, with the money that you got from the Queen, I don't see anything that you've got to worry about.
Well, I am worrying. They're my people, Thorne.
Oh, I see. It's the principle of the thing.
Yes. That's what you want to call it? Hello, Sadie. Boys told me you were here.
Thought you went upriver.
We turned back. We found Pop Willard shot through the back.
What?
Who did it?
Pop didn't seem to know.
Must have been a couple of miners fighting.
I don't think so. But I can't prove anything. You were talking about principles when I came in. We have a couple of principles up here about claims.
I was just explaining to Sadie on the map that...
Maps don't mean much up here against a man's words. He stakes out his claim, files a certificate, and that's that. Man that don't believe it gets shot. Thorne, I think you're responsible for these killings. If I can ever prove it, look out. Come on, Sadie. Looks like the boys want action.
Yeah.
Well, here we are.
Sadie, what happened?
Yeah, where do we start?
Yeah, let's go.
Start right here by putting up those guns.
Ace is right, fellas. This is no time for gunfighting. Thorne's got enough of a case on us to drag us into court, and that's where we've got to fight him.
Well, we're not giving up our claims. We're not.
You don't have to. He's taking them. This looks like war, boys. We've got to refile our claims as quick as we can.
Courts means lawyers. Lawyers mean money. All my goals tie up my claims.
Now, don't worry about money. We'll pick ourselves someone to go down to the land office and hire as a lawyer. I'll finance the trip.
You will.
That's my own queen.
You heard what Sadie said, boys. Collect those location certificates for all the claims on Independence Creek and get them into the land office as quick as you can. We'll hire a lawyer, get out an injunction against Thorne, and bring back the United States Marshal to serve it.
That's the man. We sure appreciate you sticking with us, Sadie.
When we heard you sold the boat, we thought you were pulling out on us.
Me? Pulling out? And you fellas are in trouble? What kind of a queen do you think I am, anyway?
Nice work, Sadie. I'm pulling out for the claim. If you need me, send for me.
Now, listen, this is what we got to do.
Say, Carson.
Yeah?
I want you to find that surveying outfit. Move them over in sections 5 and 6 and tell them to step on it. We've got to push this thing through.
Section 5 takes in Ace Rinkin's claim.
That's right.
I thought maybe we were passing him up.
We're not passing anybody up. It's not Ace I'm worrying about. He can be handled. But Sadie's got money in addition to brains. And that's a tough combination. Now, come on. Get busy.
Now, here's enough gold to hire us a couple of good lawyers and take care of things in general. Have you got the claim certificates?
Every one of them right in here.
Yeah, well, now, these will prove titles. The lawyers can do the rest. Hop in and get going.
So long, Matt. Take care of yourself.
Step on it.
Good luck.
Well, I guess...
He'll be all right. He'll get there all right.
We need help. We'll be all right.
There it is. Here it come now. Hey, wait a minute. Hold it.
Think you're going to get away with this lawyer business?
Sure. That's what they had to do at Skagway.
Well, me ain't got no use for lawyers.
No, me neither. You remember Cripple Creek? Yeah, we shot 6 claim jumpers there.
Yeah, you'll probably have to do the same thing here, too. Oh, we got company.
You're there. Yeah.
You two go on with your work. I'll be the reception committee. Hello.
Hello yourself.
What's all this about?
I'm running a line through here.
Did you know this is my claim?
No, I didn't. I'm just a surveyor. But it looks like my line's going to cut your claim in half.
Look, young fella. I don't know how you hooked up in this, but you're new up in this country, and I wouldn't like to see you get into trouble.
I can take care of myself, even if I don't go around bullying people.
Oh, so that's it.
Yes, that's it.
Well, we'll have to do something about that. Well, boys, got to back. Thorne's running a line right through the middle of our claim.
Oh, doggone it, every time we start to work, we gotta go someplace. How are you going to get gold unless you start digging?
Well, if that's the way you two feel about it, you better stay here and catch up with your mining.
Well, on second thought, I guess maybe we'd better go with him.
You might buy us a drink.
That's what I meant. Look, Cap.
It's a body.
It's Mills. You know him?
He's the fellow who's taking the Independence Creek certificates to the land office. I've got to get the Moosehead.
Yes, sir. There's the certificates of every miner's claim in Independence Creek. With those to submit in addition to our own surveyor's report, we'll have this thing sewn up tight as a drum. Good work, Carson.
It's like shooting fish. He didn't even know he was being followed.
Now all we have to do is to get him to the land office without anyone knowing we've got him.
I can make the trip.
No, I can't take that chance. I'll have to get someone they'll never suspect of carrying him.
That surveyor's out there says he wants to see you, boss.
Good. Tell him to come in. He's just the one we want.
Hello, Mr. Thorne.
Hello, Bob.
Here's the report.
Good.
I ran into a little trouble. Several men claim I'm running a line through their property, and I've heard a lot of talk in town.
That's why we're surveying, to straighten things out. To let these men know where they stand.
I just want to make sure that I'm not mixed up in anything crooked.
Of course not, my boy. See these? There's the certificate signed by every miner in this section. We're going to file them for the boys. Tell you what I'll do. I'll let you take them down to White River yourself.
Well,
Go on, you've done a good job. You'll enjoy the trip. I'll send you down the Queen.
Well, thank you, sir.
Don't mention it.
Come in.
Hello, Helen.
Hello. What are you doing in town?
Mr. Thorne's sending me down to the land office in White River.
When will you be back?
That depends. Helen, on the boat coming up, well, we sort of made a pact.
Bob, let's not talk about that now.
We've got to talk about it, because I'm not coming back here as long as you keep throwing Ace Rinkin up to me all the time, telling me what a big he-man he is.
You've got no right to talk to me that way.
Well, that's the way I feel about it. Look, Helen, I'm not a gambler, and I don't go around calming drunks with a look, but I love you, and, well, the rest will take care of itself. Okay, forget it. I'm sorry I brought the matter up.
What's the matter with Bob?
Thorne's sending him down to the land office in White River.
You two have a fight?
Yes. He's hateful.
Oh, I don't think so. He's just a boy in love with you.
Well, I don't love him.
Then what are you crying about?
I don't know.
Come on, youngster. Don't act like that. Be all right.
Oh, that's a pretty picture. Nice work.
She had a fight with Bob.
Of course you'd have a fight with Bob. Why shouldn't you with you hanging around?
What are you talking about?
You. The child's crazy about you.
What?
I'm telling you. She wants Bob to be just like you. She thinks you're the big he-man of the backwoods.
Are you crazy, Sadie? Well, I'm old enough to be the kid's father. You know that.
Sure, I know that. But I'm telling you what she thinks.
Oh, quit it.
Now, don't get me gummed up all around, will you, Ace?
Come on, Sadie.
Ace!
What's the matter?
Tell him. Found McAdam's body. What? Floating in the river near my claim. Shot through the head.
What about the bag with the certificate?
No, nothing on him.
Someone said Bob was going to land office.
He just got away in a boat.
We better catch him.
Hey, how did you get on here?
Never mind that, Cap. Where's that surveyor?
He's a number 3 cabin.
Right.
What's the idea?
You got papers, location certificates that Thorne gave you.
Sure I have.
I want them.
They're company property.
Not if I know what I'm talking about.
Let that alone.
Take it easy, son. I told you I didn't want you to get into trouble in this country. You evidently think you're big enough to take care of yourself.
I am. I knew I had those certificates.
Did you know Thorne had a man killed to get them?
What are you talking about?
McAdams is on his way to the land office with these. His body was found floating in the river today.
Well, how do you know Thorne did it?
How do you suppose Thorne got them? Put this kid right, boys.
Sir, you got Ace wrong. He likes you. He doesn't want to see you get in trouble.
All right, Cap, swing around. We're going back.
Huh?
Yeah, let me take it.
The Ace had a hunch those certificates were stolen. That's why we chased the boat.
Listen, it was Thorne's gang that ran the miners off their claim. And those that didn't run, he killed them.
Yeah, it was Thorne's gang that killed old Pop Willard.
He's making a sucker out of you.
You don't want to be a sucker, do you? So they found McAdams' body. That doesn't prove anything, does it?
That's right. He could have been killed by anybody.
After the kid gets to the land office, they can figure things out for themselves. We'll be sitting on the claim.
What's the Queen coming back for?
Ace went after it.
Won't Thorne be surprised?
He will when I get through with him.
You going to get him?
I'm going to give him a beating of his life.
That'll be something.
He's got the certificates. It's a fine frame-up trying to get me to file stolen papers.
Don't worry about him.
Mother, do something. He'll kill Bob.
All right, honey. Don't you think you better stop it?
No, the boy's proving he's a man. Yeah. Looks like it got him just over the right eye.
Mine's from between the eyes. She must be thrown a little bit to the left.
Nice work, Bob.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, look at you. Come on.
Rod, Steak, would you mind helping this gentleman into his office?
Delighted.
I have a little business with him. Boys, your location certificates are safe. I'm going to have a little talk with Mr. Thorne. I don't think we'll have any more trouble with the Yukon Mining Company. All right, Thorne. Snap out of it. I want you to write what I tell you, so there'll be no more trouble up here. Take it. I, John Thorne, hereby confess.
You look a little better anyway.
Thank you, dear. Well, I guess Ace knew what he was doing all right, and I acted like a kid.
You didn't fight like a kid.
Mrs. Martin,
Yes, sir.
Helen and I, well, we sort of figured on getting married, and
Well, that's fine.
But I'll have to stay up in the Yukon because Bob will have a lot of work to do unraveling this mess.
Well, that's great, honey. It's a wonderful country to do you a lot of good.
Oh, I see. It all depends, eh?
That's right. It all depends on who you're with. Okay, Bob.
thanks. Well,
Well,
I know I'm kind of... But could you?
I'll sign it. Those miners out there'd like nothing better than to take care of you. I'm going to hold them back an hour. If you're not gone by that time, I'll turn them loose. You see that he does it.
Oh, we will. Don't worry. We'll do it all right.
He's shooting straight now.
Murder. Plain murder.
oh, hello.
Well, everything's all straightened out. Pulling out now. Kids all right?
Well, they're fine. They're going to be married.
Good. That Bob's a good boy.
Yeah, he's all right.
Well, take care of yourself.
Oh, you're walking out on me, huh? Just leaving me flat.
Well, you'll be back running the Queen. I'm tired of being the Queen's jester.
Well, maybe I'm tired of being the queen. Why don't you ask me what my plans are? Or aren't you interested?
Sure, I'm interested. But I'll get over it.
Oh!
What's the matter?
That's my chimney.
Chimney?
Sure, don't you know a cottage when you see it?
Don't look like a cottage to me.
Well, it is. There's the porch
Porch?
with the roses.
Does look kind of cute at that. Where are you going to find it?
Oh, you big love. Let's go look for it.